Hi, this is CJ of 2 Graphic for You. And yes, it's been a long time since I've done any new tutorials in Photoshop, but this one is different. Now, if I hadn't mentioned this already in one of my vlogs, I'll be doing Photoshop tutorials in Photoshop CS6 from now on. I had been previously doing them in Photoshop 7, but I finally got my hands on Photoshop CS6, I believe it's extended. Anyway, in today's tutorial, we will be doing this gold text effect. Now, for those of you who have a early version of Photoshop, like Photoshop 6 or 7, when I taught myself how to do this, it was actually by accident. I did it in Photoshop 7. So if you have Photoshop 7, you can follow the exact same steps for the exact same effect. So let's go ahead and get into Photoshop and get started. So press Ctrl N to begin a new project. And I'm going to name mine. Be sure to name your project so you can always find it later. Now as for the size, it will be 1920 by 1080 and the background transparent. Then go ahead and click OK or just press the Enter key on your keyboard. Now I decided to go with a background color of something like this. You can choose to go with a color of your choice, but if you want to use the color I have, if you just go ahead and enter the numbers as you see here, the letter and numbers as you see down here, you will get the same color I have. So go ahead and check OK. Now select the paint bucket tool and right in your document, click, and there you've got the color. Now select the text tool. Select the font you want to use. For this tutorial, I'll be using Impact so we can really see the gold effect. The size for the font I'm using is 72, but that can be changed later on. The text color, I'm going to go with white for now, and then click OK. Now type a word in the document. I'm just going to type gold. Now I'm going to resize that, so go to Edit, Transform, Scale. So I'll make that large enough to fill the document. Then hit the Enter key on your keyboard. Or you could have selected that, let me show you that again in case I never made that clear in one of my previous tutorials. Once you've decided that that's the way you want it, you can click on this check up here to commit transform, or hit the Enter key on your keyboard, which is a keyboard shortcut, as it will show here in parentheses. Commit transform, Enter. Okay, now we need to get the gold effect, and to do that we need to change the color. Now I've noticed that in other tutorials they tell you to choose a gold color. Well, when I taught myself this years ago in Photoshop 7, it was by accident, but I used a yellow color and I got the same effect. Now as you can see in the images here, at the top one I did in yellow text and the bottom one I did in orange text. There isn't that much of a difference. The one done in orange is a darker gold color and the one on the top is a brighter gold. I guess it's all about preference. But for this tutorial, I'm going to stick with the color I've always used, and that is yellow. So now we're going to go ahead and select the text, then select the color. I'll go with a yellow. Now I previously had done it with a bright yellow, but I'm going to go with a little bit lighter yellow, like that. then click OK. Now it's time to get that gold effect. So click on the Add a Layer style. Then we're going to select Bevel and Emboss. Then Contour. Then over here in Gloss Contour, in the second row, second column, the second box in the second row, we will select Ring. Click on that. And there you have sort of a gold color. But we're going to add to that. Under Structure, choose Size. And just bring that out a little. I've got mine at 24 pixels. That will bring out the size of the bevel. Now, to add more of a glow to it, you can select Outer Glow, and that adds more of a sheen to it. If you're looking for a more brushed gold, if you click on Texture, isn't that pretty neat? That looks like a pretty good gold. But that's not the one we're going for. But there you have your gold text. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat and pretty simple. And that concludes this tutorial. I hope this tutorial helped you, and if it did, please give it a like, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm CJ Grace of 2graphicforyou.com. Thanks for watching.